Happy Monday. Let's do some laundry. Ned, what's the tip of the day?
Let's do some laundry. Have you all ever wondered what the symbols on the tags of your clothes that tell you how to wash your clothes mean? Well, this tip is simply go learn that language. I'll put a link in the show notes where you can look at those symbols and get a sense of them. I do not know it by heart yet, but every time I look it up, it gets better. I can do my laundry faster and more efficiently.
Stronger.
Stronger, better, faster. But also for iPhone users, a tip that's super helpful is if you put your shirt down or your pants down, whatever you're washing, and you take a picture of the symbols, then when you open your Photos app, there will be a little icon that lets you look up what those washing instructions mean. So you can look up item by item what you need to do to take care of those clothes. But yeah, learn the care symbols on your clothing so you can do easier laundry. That's the tip.
Even if I knew the care symbols on the clothing, I would not follow them. And that's the kind of person I am.
Well, what kind of people are you, Tippendales?
Let us
know in the comments, and tune back in tomorrow for another daily tip that may or may not help you. It's the 29th of April, and Arielle's tip might just be a crime. Arielle, please explain to me why I shouldn't report you to the authorities.
You know how some people say, oh, there's like one direction that the toilet paper should go in, up or down?
Yes, there is.
Do you have an opinion on that?
It's not an opinion. It's in the patent.
Oh, okay. Well, I just like genuinely, I believe that there's a right way.
Yes.
It's just that when I put it on, I never think about it, and
Sure.
I'm alive.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like I've survived. Anyway, a lot of people say that when you're eating cereal, you put the cereal in first and then you do the milk. And I agree, except in this special circumstance. You know that you only have a certain amount of milk left and you still want to have a bowl of cereal. So you put all the milk left that you have in order to determine how much cereal you can put into the bowl. Is that grounds for arrest? I feel like that's like the one circumstance.
Milk before cereal is questionable, but I'm willing to try this problem because the milk to cereal ratio matters.
Yes. Isn't it the worst when you put in what you want cereal wise and then the milk doesn't cover it and then there's nothing you can do. You can't backtrack.
No, now you just have to have milk that is too dry but barely moist.
So that's the tip of the day. Thank you for tuning in, and please let me know how you feel about this tip and the toilet paper discussion, which Ned says is not a discussion.
It is the final day of April. We are back with guest tipper Liz Hake because it's a Wednesday. It's rare that we get 5 Wednesdays in a month. So Liz Hake hit us with the 5th tip from a guest this month.
You're going to want to write this one down because this one is a true game changer. About 2 years ago, I started using earplugs, silicone earplugs, and an eye mask to sleep because I wanted to improve my hygiene. But when I tell you that about 4 months ago, I added nose strips to my sleep routine, absolute game changer. You might not have any breathing problems. We started using this because my husband snores a little bit. And if you don't have any breathing problems, I can tell you this is still for you. You have never felt so much cold oxygen hitting your brain at one point. You will never sleep better. I can highly recommend you use it not only in bed, but also on the airplanes if you're a traveler like I am.
I have been resisting this one.
Do it.
I feel like
No.
I feel like this is the one that I know I could use, but I'm like, but I'm not old. But
It doesn't matter.
Correct.
Yeah, you will get it. You will try it. And have you ever seen those commercials for, I think it's like Orbit gum, and it like goes in,
Totally.
or Dentine or something. It like goes inside her mouth and like there's all this cold air and she's like, that's how it feels in your brain. It is a magical experience. It does not matter if you have breathing issues. Go for it, add it, see what happens. You will have the best sleep of your life. I highly, highly, highly recommend.
I mean, as pitches go, that might be the nudge to push me over the edge. And that's a great way to finish off April. Liz,
Yes.
thank you so much for coming on the pod this month. Would you remind people where they might be able to find you if they want to learn more about nose strips or other things?
Absolutely. You can find me on all social platforms at liz.hake or liz-hake. You can also find me on my website for speaking, coaching, workshop, or real estate purposes at lizhake.com.
Well, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And Tippendales, we will see you tomorrow for May 1st. Is that true? Yeah, there's 30 days in April. Nailed it.
Is that true? Oh, God.
Ned, I've known you for a while, and I know a lot about your life hacks, and you strike me, and please tell me if I'm wrong, as somebody who's really good at keeping track of their schedule. So, what is today's tip? Also, please note that I set up this whole cold open so that I could say schedule twice.
And you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yes, my calendar is impeccably well maintained. I send calendar invites. I am a person who, if it's not on my calendar, it's not real, and I will forget about it.
Same.
My biggest tip, therefore, is no matter what you are doing, hanging out with friends, playing a tabletop role-playing game online like I do, recording a podcast with your co-host Arielle Nissenblatt.
He does do what he's about to tell you, friends.
Before you finish the call, set your next one. If you're hanging out with friends, figure out when you can next see them. If it's a couple months away, okay, get it on the books. You will forget, it won't happen, and soon it'll be 9 months and you haven't seen your friend. So, before you finish a meeting, before you finish a call, before you finish a hangout with your friends, quickly pull out calendars and pick the next time you're gonna hang out. It might move, but at least it's there so you remember to move it. That's the tip of the day.
Here's an extra tip. If they're weird about it, that means they probably don't want to hang out with you.
Yeah, they don't like you. Bye!
We like you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
It's Friday, Arielle. The week is over. Please, would you give us a tip to take us into the weekend?
Yeah, and this is a great tip to start on a weekend. Today's tip is that you should, if you are in the mood to try out some new good for you habits, try committing to a new habit for 1 week. And then at the end of that week, assessing, did you like it? Is that something you think you could integrate into your life? Or is that something that you just tried and you don't necessarily need to continue on into the next week? I am currently doing this with the habit of waking up 20 minutes earlier than I technically have to in order to move a little bit. And that movement can be a lot of different things. It could be going to the yoga mat and stretching a little bit. It could be going to the roof and just breathing in the sun, but taking the stairs to get there. Or it could be waking up even earlier than the 20 minutes that I've allotted and going for a walk or going for a run or something like that. But I am doing my best to wake up a little bit earlier than I normally would and just trying something. So I'm going to try it for a week and I'll check back in and let you know, Tippendales, if this continues to be a thing for me.
I really like this tip. It's also very achievable. Sometimes you make big life changes and they feel insurmountable, but trying them for 1 week to find out if they're insurmountable is great.
Yeah, we can maybe mount them.
All right. We will.
Why don't you want to mount your problems? Your habits.
Tippendales, we will see you all next week.
Happy weekend. Mount your problems.
Happy mounting.